I'm Leah Jones. I'm the Director of Customer Experience at Spot On, a startup you haven't heard about. Because when I joined in July, my boss said that I had to keep it quiet until April or May. I said, what the hell am I going to talk about if I can't talk about work? So I started riding my bike and talking to people about riding my bike. People love to talk about riding bikes. So that was cool. I also started looking into fat acceptance. People love to talk about food and dieting. They do not love to talk about not dieting. My bike was a 1967 Schwinn Varsity. My commute was 18 miles long on the bike path and on the streets. And about 6 weeks into my bike commuting experience, I said it gave me confidence that being an entrepreneur did not. I rewrote this speech like 5 times, and because did I really want to get on stage and tell you that I'm fat? When it's not a punchline. And I decided that I did. Because when we are kids, we start getting messages about our bodies and about the world, that girls wear pink and boys wear blue, and that college is good and drugs are bad. But we also start getting, all right, woo, I'm so nervous. That's my first bike. I'm in pink, because I'm a good girl. Remember how awesome getting your first bike was? And remember that feeling? That is why I ride a bike in Chicago, is that feeling. And why I do fat acceptance and why I study that is because when I was on the swim team and a sprinter, a girl looked at this photograph and told me I needed to lose weight as a freshman in high school. We also get messages from the media. 24/7, we're getting information from magazine, television, and movies that our bodies aren't good enough. Hell, last week, Marie Claire, the Good Women's magazine, published this on their site. A brutal post by a recovering anorexic about fat actors having leading roles on TV. As someone who has shopped exclusively in plus-size stores since 1997, that is killer. I've also found it's hard to find women that look like me celebrated in the world of cycling, because these are the women celebrated in the world of cycling. I don't ride my bike to lose weight. I repeat that. I am not riding to lose weight. Would you ever look at a pug and tell it needs to lose weight and become an Italian greyhound? It is possible that our bodies are built in different ways, and we should live in the way our bodies are built. And I did this whole presentation because I found this photograph one day, and I think this woman's amazing. How joyful to ride a bike in a tutu. And then crash. Everyone's worries and fears came true. At Chicago and Halstead, I had my first crash. The EMT told the ER nurse, we've got a cyclist versus vehicle. Totaled bike, broken ankle, trashed helmet. And I've barely ridden since. I've got a new bike and a newfound sense of fear. Every day I wake up wanting to ride my bike, and every day I take the train because I'm scared. I've got some training rides coming up to relearn how to ride with cars, but I fucking miss my bike. On the side of wearing a bike, my advice today is please consider wearing a helmet. And also call a car insurance person and get non-owner operator car insurance. It's for pedestrians and cyclists. And it will save you and help pay for your bills in a crash. In addition to helmets and lights, I want you to read these 2 books. Health at Every Size, which will get you mentally prepared to accept your body and the bodies of others. And The Art of Urban Cycling, which will get you mentally prepared for cycling in Chicago. I also want to make sure you know about the crash hotline that Active Trans has. It's a free hotline for pedestrians and cyclists that have been involved in a crash. It's not on-scene support. Please call 911. But I am a volunteer and victim. This is my new bike, the day I brought her home. I do have a helmet. I'm trying to find the joy and confidence that I found when I started riding my bike this summer. I'm trying to replace the fear with a sense of adventure and continuing to grow my urban cycling skills. I'm also looking for this joy. I want to get the part of me back who has never been told she's too fat, not as a 14-year-old swimmer and not as a 33-year-old single woman. Sounds cheesy, but if we could practice a little bit of radical kindness, or we can go ride bikes.